taking my chances along with my dreams.
Hello everyone, this is Cheryl with CNC RV There Yet, and as promised, I'm going to take you on a tour of our coach. This is the co-pilot seat, and actually mine is the most comfy seat, and I'm sorry because my hubby does all the driving, but mine is actually a recliner. It is very, very cool. And when I'm not the co-pilot, my seat turns around and the captain's seat turns around and it becomes part of the living room. And here is our living room. We have an L-shaped couch, so we fit very comfortably on it. And actually, this part opens into a queen bed. So this is where our guest stays. So you can see, for a tiny home and a home on the go, it's quite comfortable. We have everything we need. We have actually 4 TVs in total, starting with the one outside that I showed you already. We have one above the driver's seat, which I'm not sure why, because I will never let Charles watch TV while we're driving. We have our TV here. We have a fireplace, which I love because actually it's not just for show. It generates heat as well. So when we were in New Orleans with the freeze, this fireplace was a godsend. You can see we have lots of storage bins above the driver's seat and the co-pilot seat. The co-pilot is still old school. I still have a Rand McNally road atlas, and I love it actually. While we're driving, I can just follow along where we're going. I have a camping journal where I journal everything, every mile, every place we go. I kind of always wanted to be a flight attendant. So now I get to make sure all our overhead bins are properly closed before takeoff. Actually, they close really tightly. And when we shut the slides in, it kind of looks like an aircraft with the stripping to the middle. So it always reminds me that we're on a flight about to leave, and I always make sure all the overhead bins are closed. So I said on our first video that one of the most important things that I wanted was a desk, because I work from home. So this is my desk. I have my file cabinet because I'm old school. I still have files for all my clients, all the cases I work on too. So actually when I came in, I was going to say this is our RV and the tour was done because it seemed like really small. But I'm going to make it really detailed so that you can see everything. Here's our dining room spot where we rarely eat in the dining room. We usually eat outside. But when it was cold, we did. And this table actually pulls out and it has an insert that goes in there. And we have 2 extra chairs. So when we have company, we have a larger table. And you'll see the kitchen. We have a full-size kitchen. I have a dishwasher, which I never use, but I use it for storage, but it's there. We have a 2-burner cooktop, which I was not used to these induction cooktops. So I had to really get used to it and buy special pots for it. But I love it now. I love that when the pot moves, the heat goes off, and you can actually touch it after it's really a safe cooktop. We have a microwave with a convection oven. I probably will not make a turkey for Thanksgiving. But that's okay, I can bake everything else in there. We have our wine rack, which fits perfectly under the cabinets. Actually, my dear mother-in-law and sister-in-law gave us this for Christmas with some lovely travel wine glasses for the journey. We have everything we need. We have our very important coffee pot. I don't drink coffee, but my hubby has to have his coffee. So I have an electric kettle for my tea. The one thing I don't like is that I have to get plastic for my water, because living on the beach and picking up all the garbage off the beach for the 3 years I lived there, I never wanted to use plastic bottles again. But I started filtering the water, and along the journey I wasn't sure how good the water was, so I've recently started buying bottled water again. That's my only downside to that. We actually have covers for the sink. I have a double sink, and you can see a very large sink as well. And we have the countertop covers completely, so if we needed to use that, we could. We have them stored inside the cabinets, actually. We have our garbage in this cabinet. They really think of everything in these RVs, and we try to think of everything as well. When we bought this little coffee table, actually, it's storage. It opens up, and we have winter clothes in there. It's our coffee table and our footrest. So this one is a triple purpose. Every time I buy something, before I buy it, I have to think of a spot that I'm going to put it. And see, I was able to bring my little grandkids with me. I bring my grandkids with me in my heart always. We have a full-size fridge, which is really handy with a freezer on the bottom. This was one of the things we really wanted, was a full-size fridge. Here's our pantry, and I love the pantry because these drawers all slide out. It's actually bigger than the pantry I had when I lived in the condo, so that was definitely a plus when we bought it. We have a half bath, which was really important for us. We wanted a half bath so that when we have guests, they wouldn't be inconvenienced. So you can see we have regular toilets, not compost toilets. So that's our half bath. We have a divider between our bedroom and living room, so we can seal it off completely when we have guests. We have a king bed, so we're very comfortable. I always say that no matter where we travel to, we always have a good night's sleep because we bring our own bed. So that's really, really handy. My little teddy bear. Actually, we started our journey with our Boots, our little kitty cat Bootsy, who hated traveling. We tried it over and over, and he was so sick all the time. His anxiety caused me to be anxious, so we actually rehomed our Boots. But we found an angel who was looking for a Boots, and she was so happy to have him. We have our little night tables where we can charge our phones at night. Again, this bathroom has the slide door as well. I definitely downsized my closet. So my closet is probably, I said it was about 2 feet, but I think it's probably about maybe 2.5, 3 feet wide. So I have much less clothes, and yes, my closet is as colorful as I am. I learned to, instead of folding my clothes, I learned to roll my clothes, and I can fit so much more in. But I went from a closet with a lot of shoes to a shoe drawer, which is okay because I found out I really only needed comfortable shoes to go hiking and exploring into. Actually, our bed lifts, our mattress lifts up, and we have storage under the bed, which is really, really convenient. And besides that, I bought some extra little bins where we keep extra shoes and stuff. We have additional storage above our bed as well. More overhead bins so that I can close before we leave and make sure everything is shut. We even have storage behind our TV in the bedroom. The TV pulls out and we have a storage compartment behind here. How cool is that? One thing I forgot to show you was that we also have a safe, and it is safely hidden behind here. But we keep our alcohol into it now, and we keep it safe so that it doesn't fall out and break. So we figured that was like a perfect little liquor cabinet. We just wanted to share that little piece of information with you. This is the master bath, and one of my favorite things is a washer and dryer. And I know that seems like a little something, but I lived in a condo for 3 years before we moved into the RV, and I did not have a washer and dryer. So a washer and dryer was really, really important for me. We have this really cool toilet in the master bath that's controlled. It's an electric, and it's controlled with these buttons, which are really cool. We have fans in our bathroom. We actually have 2 medicine cabinets in this one. And this is towel storage, and it goes all the way. It's so deep. The cabinet under the sink is also very deep. So we have a lot of storage. Here's our shower. We actually have a sunroof in the shower, and which is perfect because without the sunroof, I'm not sure if Charles would have fit, but I fit just fine in here. So it's all we need. As long as we have good pressure on our water, that's all we need. But actually, my favorite part about RV life is this. Wherever we go, we have a different view. And the view over here is a $1 million view. It's so beautiful. We absolutely love this view. Here's our tow vehicle, our Jeep Cherokee, our electric bikes that we attach to the back of our Jeep when we travel. And yes, we actually bought the Charleston because my honey's name is Charles, so how appropriate is that? Now I won't forget the name. This is our little outdoor hangout area where we enjoy the parks and the views. We have our retractable awning that we can put in and out. We have our little electric barbecue grill, which is awesome. We have a lot of storage underneath. All these bins open and they go completely from one side of the coach to the other. So we have a lot of storage in here. This is a diesel RV, double axles. Here we have our little game that Carlos and Lou gave us for the trip. I'm going to walk you around. Here is the park that we're in, Malibu Beach RV Resort. So when we arrive at our destination, within a short time, a few minutes, my hubby hooks up our water, electricity, sewer. When we're traveling, these slides are closed. When we park, we open them up, and that makes our living space much bigger. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification button so that you won't miss out on our travel.